football. Got to hold on to it.
Well, while we have a second here, how about we get bold and make a couple Super Bowl predictions?
Hey, why not? Let's go ahead and put ourselves on the spot.
Just more fodder for the angry people. What do you think? Who's going to win it? Who's going to be the MVP?
Well, my prediction for this one is the New England Patriots win the football game. They win it 32-30. The MVP, the McCourty twins, Jason and Devin. They both get 2 interceptions apiece, and instead of splitting the trophy, they wrestle for it right there in the 50-yard line post-game, because you know sibling rivalries, one always wants the upper hand.
Okay, that's bold. I'll go Rams on a Greg Zuerlein 44-yarder from the right hash as time expires.
44, that's nothing for him.
MVP Todd Gurley, 2 touchdowns, 1 catching, 1 rushing.
I like it. You don't like the McCourty thing, though.
No, I do like that. If that happens, looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clear.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Zebra.
Manning looking to throw in 3rd and 2. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Malik Collins in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And Rosas puts this one through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT. And this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Manning now on 1st down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. The toss out to Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Manning to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th, youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest. The ball comes out. And who's got it? The Giants!
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So now Eli and the Giants will line up and go for two. Working from the gun, Manning. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. First down, Prescott. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. That's caught inside the 20. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Final play of the half, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott as time expires in the first half. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. A first down throw for Prescott. Dancing to his left. Looking deep for Elliott. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
46.
From the red zone now, Prescott being chased out left. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Olivier Vernon able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard. Second down, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had 2 excellent conference championship games, but on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had 2 huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, no, bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose, and the Cowboys have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. 4th down, Prescott forced out to his left. Muscles him off. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. 1st down. Now Elliott. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Prescott on 3rd and goal. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situation?
I don't think so.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. Turn this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, Points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Now Manning to try again after the pick six. It's caught. Beckham. And Hill running right through it. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Manning to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. Eli, not something you see a lot, sporting the wheels and picking up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but, you know, the Patriots...
nobody believes in them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, were you guys just trying to use that for your own motivation? He said no comment because they were. They know they're not the underdog.
They know it, but when you've been that great for this long,
you need something.
You've got to find something different. And Tom Brady, I've got to give him credit. Somehow he made his team buy that and believe in it when no one else in the country did. And I think it really started with their first playoff game this year when the Chargers came to town. I know I picked the Chargers against them. A lot of people picked the Chargers. They took that as, well, no one believes in us. Everyone thinks we're not as good. They were just wrong about that part, as we were wrong about the Chargers beating them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Prescott looks to throw on first. And Cooper's got a big game going. That's complete again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Demarcus Lawrence in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Prescott from the gun. Buying time to his left. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Demarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. From the gun, it's Manning. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That was very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now Prescott steps up, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On third down, Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Prescott to throw on fourth. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped. And who's got it? The Giants! Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Let's go. Regular.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Throwing on first down is Manning. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Giants! Russell Shepard, 83 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. So now Eli and the Giants will line up and go for 2. Manning to throw once more. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott being chased out left. Looking deep for Elliott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing is Manning on third down. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Here's a give to Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Manning again here on second and 10. To Barkley on the check down. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Zebra.
Manning now to throw. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On first down, Manning. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Manning will try again on second down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. With his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. Rosas good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Rosas now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Zebra.
He's back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that is going to put him on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. This will be taken in at the 1. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Alec Ogletree in on the stop. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Hey, 47. Here you go. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back to throw. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter,